Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait. Still going. All right. It's cool. Oh, it starts automatically. Auto stop. Cool. All right. Guess that's kind of cool. Hello, Mist Infection official. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining my impromptu live stream on YouTube. Pretty good. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. I hope I wasn't interrupting anything important. Hi, exhausted. Man, the chat is so small. Sorry, let me fix this really quick. There we go. Now it's at like eye level. It was like way down at the bottom of my screen, so I had to like bend my head at a very inhuman angle just to look at it. But yeah, hello. How are you doing? Good to see. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in forever, ages. It's okay, Xavier. You gave me your sample, and I gladly accepted it without knowing what it actually was. Yeah, there are new people. You can't escape the truth forever. The truth finally come out. Uh, yeah, the truth is, I did indeed get COVID-19. So I'm sick right now, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. It's way less terrible compared to what some other people have gotten. Like all that I really have is a scratchy throat and like a runny nose, but the runny nose thing is kind of like something that is a constant with me. Hello, Kazo. It's something that kind of, I just have to deal with for my entire life, I guess. I always have like a stuffed or a runny nose. Thought COVID went extinct back then. Nope, no, sorry. There's still some people getting it. In fact, I'm not the only one that got it. My friend got it, which is where I ended up getting it. So the story is with that. So over the past weekend, I was at a convention. I guess now that I finished going to it, I could say what it was, but it was Power Morphicon. It was in Pasadena, Los Angeles. For those who don't know, that's in California, Southern California. It's not like hell though, because thankfully over there it's kind of cool. It's chill. Hey, dumb user, how are you doing? But anyways, yeah. So I went to a convention with a few friends. We hung out, stayed in a hotel room together, and then when we ended up coming back, I went with a singular friend. I ended up coming back with them, and we got back. Everything was cool, and then like the next day, Monday, because I decided to stay with my friend, and I was gonna go back with them like before they went to work. They'll drop me off, all that, and we did that. Like we went back to the city where I live because that's where they work, and they dropped me off, and everything is cool, all that. I was setting everything back up. I was getting the equipment already, my computer and all that fun stuff. And then I got a message from my friend who told me cuz they were complaining about how they lost their voice. They woke up with no voice at all, which is kind of scary. Thank you for the 2 likes, by the way. And we didn't really think much of it. We definitely didn't think it was COVID, that's for certain. So all was good, but I ended up getting a message, when I was back home, and they told me, yeah, my work, told me to go back home. They said, I could take the day off and all that. I took a COVID test. I don't have it. And I was like, oh, that's great. That's awesome. And, I don't know what came over me. My motherly instincts, I guess, started to like kick in or something. I started lactating. My body form just like turned into like one of a Pixar mom. I decided to go back with them to keep an eye on them and stuff because I thought that'd be the best course of action. And yeah, so I was there hanging out with them for the Monday, and wolf milk. Oh Jesus, Just so you know, I did not breastfeed them, okay? I may have started lactating, but no breastfeeding occurred, all right? COVID 18. I got the prequel. It wasn't. Maybe that's why it's not that bad, because I got the prequel, the one that's not as. It's like the Terminator 1 of COVID 19. Like, it's great and all that, and it hits hard, but everyone knows that Terminator 2 hits even harder. All right. So, anyways, Monday went by. I was taking care of them, keeping an eye on them because, I felt bad and I didn't want them to be alone during all of this, because there's nothing worse than one, losing your voice, and two, being forced to leave work and go back home. It's happened to me before, so I understand wholeheartedly. But then the next day came, and everything was good. Everything was all right. Everything was amazing. But they ended up taking a test, another COVID test, because I guess they were feeling, am I good? I'm good, Soda Duck. Don't worry, I'm all good. I may have COVID right now, but, I'm handling it pretty well. I'm just talking about, like, currently what I'm talking about right now is how I got it. But Tuesday rolls around, my friend ends up taking another test, and what do you know? They have COVID-19. Holy shit. So there's been instances where I have been like near someone who like got COVID and stuff like that, but it's never been to this degree, or like I was like in the same room with them, hanging out with them, in close contact with them. So this was crazy. But I ended up taking a test myself, just to be sure, even though I didn't really feel like there was any symptoms outside of a scratchy throat, which could occasionally happen to me, whenever I wake up. But yeah, anyways, I took the test. I was all right, all good. I felt invincible, like every young person in the world usually does. And then the next day comes when I end up deciding that I should probably go back home because, if I don't have COVID-19 right now, I may as well go back home so that way, I don't risk actually getting it from my friend. But I ended up contracting it anyways, and on Wednesday night or something, I tested again and I actually had it. And then that's when things started getting worse. I ended up feeling like my throat getting even more scratchy. My nose started like dripping. Like, how some faucets, they never stay like turned off all the way. They're just always drip dropping. It was like that. And my body I don't know what it was. It was like a weird, like, reverse placebo effect where, like, I knew I had this and it started making my body just fall apart. And it was pretty terrible for the first day and for the first morning, like Thursday and all that. But so far, just fast forwarding to now, everything's fine. The symptoms, while I still sort of kind of have them, they're pretty mild. It's not as bad as some people have got where like just moving is an absolute pain. I got the short end I got the longest end of the stick possible, which, I got very lucky with that. So I'm thankful, and I'm trying my best to stay, safe, stay healthy, not touching anything, because unfortunately I live in a very small house and I have family members who live here or occasionally come in every now and then. So, I have to sanitize or I have to wear a mask. I'm currently not wearing a mask right now, so that way it doesn't interfere with like me talking into the mic. But yeah, I'm all good. And I was starting to feel a little lonely, so I decided to start up this stream, so I could talk to some people, because no one wants to talk to me because I'm literally like a magnet for death right now. Anyways, how are you guys doing? What's going on? I know I pretty much ignored you guys for like the past like 10 minutes or so. We've been going on for like 8 minutes actually. But yeah, how's it going? There's 6 of us. I can't believe it. I'm surprised. I thought people would definitely stay away from me, socially distance, but hello, buy a chicken sandwich. No, dude, I've been eating nothing but like cup noodles for the past 3 days, and I'm going insane. My stomach is rejecting it. Like, not like to the point of like vomiting or whatever, but like it's obviously not enough to like nourish my body. My stomach, I've never felt like this hungry before in my life. Hey, Nick, member for 12 months? That's a whole year, dude. You unlocked an entire new icon that I'm pretty sure not many other people know about. Wow, dude, thank you so much. Yo, 12 months, huh? Been quite a year. I've been a bit lonely myself. I do enjoy your streams. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy them, and I'm sorry that there's been times where I held streams and you have not been able to join them. But thank you so much for sticking it out, Nick. I appreciate it. For 12 months, too. My God. Jeez Louise, the MVP right here. But yeah, I hope you enjoy that new icon right there. I've never really seen it like in the flesh until now. Like, of course I designed it, but like seeing it in the chat is like, it's a whole different thing. Which, speaking of members, I guess I'll probably talk about that right now. I was doing some thinking. Holy Scheisse. Is that really how it's spelled? Scheisse? I'm not German, so I wouldn't know. But it looks like it should be like pronounced Sheezy. I only join live streams because I don't got anyone to talk to. Hey, I'm Sam. I literally started this live stream so I can have someone to talk to. Like, of course, I could talk to my friend and just be like, hey, man, how's that COVID going? And they're like, it's going pretty great. How is it for you, man? But, you know, I need someone else. I need some new people. Missing the milk part. I don't have to miss it for long. I may not be taking care of people, but if you stimulate me in just the right way, I can produce milk. Don't ask me how I know. COVID was a living hell for me. I know. There's some people... the friend that I was talking about actually did contract COVID before, and they said that the first time they contracted it, it was the worst thing ever. You know, all those things that I was talking about, how living was pretty much just like a pain. That's pretty much what they were going through. So they're thankful that this time around, it's much, much more bearable. But anyways, I was going to talk about members, but anyways, yeah. Sorry. Let me get my bearings first. Let me try and get my mind set into where I'm trying to, like, you know. Okay. So, for a while, I've been working on this iceberg video. I've talked about it on tweets. I've talked about it in Discord. I've talked about it on Instagram, etc. So while I do have COVID, I do intend to release that iceberg video very soon. In fact, I would like to do it this upcoming Friday. And I was wanting to have like members and stuff to thank, which, by the way, I will be thanking you, Nick, as well as the other channel member that I have. But I feel like I may have been a bit over my head with this, because I don't think that many people are going to be into becoming a member for some guy they don't really follow that often. Like, sure, I may have some people that view my stuff every now and then, but it's not like it's not a dedicated bunch of people. It's some people that will come in. Like, of course, there's some like familiar faces and all that, but for the most part, you know, it'll just people that'll come in like every now and again. I know you as the silly guy. Exactly, Soda Duck. That's also, you know, that's a reason why, you know, a lot of people may not, you know, watch my stuff, because it's not Silly Billy stuff. And 1K or less views with 20, you fell off. I pretty much did. But anyways, yeah, I was kind of a bit too overconfident with that. By the way, you get just one, Paulie. If you do it again, I will ban you probably. But yeah, I was a bit over my head with that, and I'm probably going to have to retract that. So, because I just want to get this video, like, you know, ready to premiere, so that way I don't have to worry about it. So I could just, you know, worry more about my health instead of like worry about like, oh man, I wonder if anyone's gonna like become a member, so that way I could like put them in the thingamabobber. Later, Mist, you have a good one. But yeah, I don't really want to worry about that because it's just far too much. And also, rendering these videos take a long ass time. Like, an hour might not be that much, but I also have to take into account like other things, like making sure all of the pieces and stuff in Adobe Premiere are, in their proper place, and nothing, because the last time I rendered this video out, it had some missing things for some reason, and that really threw me off. And I ended up making another render just so I could go through, which I have yet to go through, by the way. I still have to do some voice work for that. But I just want it over and done with. Like, it's already over and done with, but this thing kind of like kept it alive for a lot longer than I felt like it should have. Like, if I didn't even consider doing that, I would have had this video out yesterday. But, I bit a bit more off than I could chew, and that's, a learning experience for me. If I want to do the whole member thinking thing, I could do that with another video, which, by the way, I don't know when another video like this will come out. I hope you feel better. Thank you so much. I hope you feel better soon. You were also a part of my friends, my group of friends that also got it as well, right? The COVID-19 when we went to the convention. But hey, how are you doing? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I changed my identity so damn much I forget what I'm known for. Hey man, I know that feeling. COVID crew, let's go gamers! Woohoo! Oh god, I hate being a part of this crew. Can I get out? Will you be okay without me? I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna stick it to the very end. If you can't afford Premiere Pro, use DaVinci Resolve. That's something I've been thinking about a lot, actually, because while I'm fine with paying for the subscription fee for the Adobe products, it's a lot of money. It's $30 a month. And while I do get access to Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere, Audition, all that fun stuff, it still adds up quite a bit. Because if you think about it, that's like... Hold on, give me a second. It's $360 a year, which is insane if you think about it, because, I used to think about subscription stuff back then. I'm like, wow, $50, that's a lot. That's a whole video game right there. But now that's like chump change, because, for like Xbox Live, it was $50 a year back then. And now it's like, with things like Game Pass and stuff, it's like subscription fees keep growing higher and higher as the years go by. And man, it sucks. It really sucks. So DaVinci Resolve is looking more and more enticing, especially if I ever want to do things like potentially ever go to like Linux or something. It'll never happen. Hell would probably freeze over before I move over to Linux. Although I've been thinking about like, hypothetically building a Steam machine for use with like TV and stuff. But like, hypothetically, DaVinci Resolve works with Linux. That's great. That's awesome. Adobe Premiere, not so much. You can have it running through like some like interpreting software and stuff like that, but sometimes that really doesn't work that well. Apparently, I've only listened to like, Linux pros, like Some Ordinary Gamers and stuff like that. And if I'm going to trust anyone, it's definitely going to be him. But even despite that, just the fact that it's pretty much free is like, that's one reason to like jump over to that. All right, bye-bye. I gotta rest too. Thank you for reminding me about that. Hope you feel better soon. I do too. I hope I feel... Man, even with these symptoms, I know I'm still gonna have COVID for a little bit longer. Ugh. Like, who knows how long. Hopefully not for too long. Bye-bye. Everyone say bye to Danny and wish her the best in her COVID journey. I know she'll get through it. She was telling me she was feeling a lot better earlier, and I believe her. She would never lie to me. She wouldn't be dying right now, would she? Right? Right? Cuts to her dying. I hate how the stream pauses so much for me. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Man. I wonder if it could be me, or if it could be like you guys. I can never really tell whenever it comes to like stream hiccups. Hope you you guys will be better soon. Thank you, Exhausted. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're definitely not an amateur when it comes to making people feel better. Exhausted professional. It's you at times, I swear. Are you sure? Because I'm looking over at my OBS window right here, and I got 0 dropped frames with 6,752 kilobytes per second consistently. Oh, I'm sure. I don't think no, you're just mad. You're just mad you got the shitty internet. My God. Dude, dumb user, are you using the DSL internet right now? Do you got that what's that? SBC Global going on? You and your ads. Oh shoot, is an ad running right now? I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Dude, I gotta do what I can, man. McDonald's. Oh man, dude, he's dumb users using their 3DS right now with McDonald's Wi-Fi to watch me right now. Oh god, I used to do that a lot too. Not with the 3DS, but with my PSP. Like sometimes I would try and connect. I would like go to a McDonald's with like my family, and I'd take my PSP with me because we didn't have Wi-Fi back then. We didn't have Wi-Fi until like way later in the game, like maybe 2010 or something, 2009. It was a new thing, crazily enough. And I would always take like my DS or my PSP, mostly my PSP, because that thing, dude, it's crazy to think about how a PSP was basically a smartphone before smartphones were smartphones. Because that thing had, of course, it was like, a portable game system, but it was also a movie player, a music player, a photo viewer. You could even look at comics. You could use Skype. It had its own dedicated Skype app. Skype, internet browser. It had a freaking podcast viewer. It had its own game store, its own PlayStation store, which is crazy to think about. It's really cool. It's insane. Like of course, we take all these things for granted, but back then, that was like a new thing. This was revolutionary, game-changing, no pun intended, by the way, that this little device, this video game device, had all these things packed in. And some of these things weren't even available at the start. They were introduced with like updates and stuff from Sony. And now this is just, everyone's got an internet browser on their phone. Everyone can listen to music on their phone. Everyone can listen to podcasts. We all have apps for that. But back then, this was like, insanity. I remember playing one Lego game in my phone. It's like a car driving game, and you get Lego characters every level you play to dress as. Ooh, that sounds fun. My dad ripping his meat. Oh god, dude, I still do that, dumb user. I actually did that like a few years back when I bought the Megaten soundtracks. I would take those CDs and I would put them in my PS3, and then I'd rip them onto my PS3 so that way I could get the because this was when I was kind of like, I'd be lazy sometimes. I wouldn't want to turn on my computer because I don't have like a DVD drive anymore. I'd have to use like my mom's computer, which does have a DVD drive. I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's so annoying. That computer takes like 15,000 years and a half just to load. I'm just going to do it through my PSP, get a USB. I mean, through my PS3, get a USB drive, put it in there, take the MP3s, put them onto my phone, and if I feel like it, I could put it onto my PC. It's the PS3 comes in clutch with how much. It's like the PS3 is pretty much the same thing as a PSP, but like, of course, it's more powerful, but it's not as impressive because the PSP was like a portable device. A PS3 is a home console. It should be expected to be able to do all that stuff and then some, which you can't really say about like current consoles. Like PS5 doesn't even have a web browser, dude. Xbox thankfully does, which, by the way, kudos to Microsoft for having cool little things like that. Like, one, backwards compatibility with their older consoles, like original Xbox and 360, and a web browser. Who'd have thought, right? Who'd have thought that a web browser could potentially turn the tables for some people? They really did fall off. But, that's okay. That's fine. Because I guess, honestly, now that I think about it, while I am ragging on like current phones for pretty much just having everything and just taking it all for granted, do we really need all that stuff on a console? Like, because I know some people talk about wanting a web browser on their like PS5. Hey, Starkiller, what's up? Welcome back. But like, does anyone really want to use a web browser? Like, it's cool knowing it's there, but like, I'm not going to use a web browser on my freaking Series X. Why would I do that when I could just take out my phone and do it like, on there? It's totally unnecessary, but it's nice to have, I guess. I don't know. Lapots? What? Are you talking about weed? Dude, are you smoking? I need to insert CDs in them again. CDs? I'm going to insert a CD into you if you keep it up. Also, laptops. Laptops, yes. Okay, I understand. Now it makes a lot of sense now. Now I get it. The only reason people used the web browser and PlayStation was to mod it. I used mine for porn. I could lie and say I used it for like YouTube and stuff, but no. I was like 12 or like I was younger probably. I used that just to go on like X videos and stuff like that. Like, I'm not embarrassed to say it. I was a dumb little kid. I was a horny little guy. I'm pretty sure everybody did that with whatever web browser they could get their hands on at the time. I know, shocking to hear, right? But come on, I even did it with my Wii, which, by the way, speaking of which, the Wii had a web browser too. Not as cool as like the PSP or anything. I use it for YouTube. While I may have used the PSP more for, adult entertainment, I actually use the Wii's web browser for YouTube so much. I remember I would just lay in my bed and I would just like, go on the Wii. And the cool thing with the Wii is that like, with the pointer and stuff, you could just like lay there. Like the way I laid was, I laid like, so the TV, here, hold on. Let me see if I could figure out how I could do that with this. Hold on. I can make this work. Get ready for some state-of-the-art OBS technology right here. Okay. Pretend that this is the TV right here. That's my TV. Right here. I feel like a HoloLive VTuber, the way they mess around with their text and stuff on stream. Okay, pretend that's the TV, and pretend the I got COVID oof is me. Laying that long way right there. Like, I'm laying horizontally. And so the TV is right there, up there, and I'm right here, and my arm goes like this. I'm going to use the TV to demonstrate where my arm's at. And so I'm pointing at the TV, and I'm just lazily, like, like clicking on videos, playing them, putting it on full screen and stuff. And it was so easy. It was so intuitive. And it was so nice. I can't believe I really took that for granted. Like, of course, I could do that on my computer, like right now. But it's just a very novel thing. And it's a very epic TV. I have caps lock on apparently. So when I tried to capitalize the T in the V, I guess it kind of ended up coming out a little weird and stuff. I don't really need that, so I'm going to delete it. Are you sure you wish to remove? Yes, I don't need it. Wearing a wife beater while watching TV with 3 grease stains on them and a mustard stain right there at the collar. That's the way to do it, man. That's how you live. Not a family-friendly guy no more. I now say frick instead of flip. Dude, I might have to ban you for that. I can't have anyone saying frick in my fucking stream, okay? All right? No. All right, well, you better get that attitude in check, mister, or else I'm going to have to do some... Oh... Dumb user. I would definitely not hesitate when it comes to to timing you up, but I wouldn't do that. I would never do that because I love you. I love all of you. I'm very surprised people showed up. I really am. And I don't know how long I should make the stream go on for. I'm having fun talking and stuff. But I do know that because my brother is supposed to get off work around midnight, and it's already 10:45, and I still have some voice work that I have to do. That's why I actually have the microphone. I did initially plan to do this stream through my phone, but I just like, dude, if I'm going to take out my microphone and all that, it's already enough of a hassle doing that because I don't have a proper setup at the moment. If I'm going to take out my microphone, I may as well use it for some other stuff. And I may as well have a stream because, you know, I'm stuck at home. And while I am a homebody, it's like I literally can't leave home right now. I may as well do something other than, you know, rest and work on a video. Mainly rest, though. I did play Persona 3, like hella. Persona 3 Reload, by the way, like 2 days ago. And while I'm currently in Tartarus right now, for the most part, I like spent all of my time in the Velvet Room because I'm trying to get Messiah. So I would go in the Velvet Room, I'd like fuse, and I would like register my personas. And I would go out, and then I would go fight like shadows and stuff and try to level up. I'm trying to grind so I could get to because currently I have the tarot card that lets me fuse personas that are 5 levels above me. So I'm currently at level 85, so I need to get to level 86, and that's going to take a hell of a long time. So I might actually do that after I finish, you know, everything I want to do tonight. I have to leave this con I'm at tomorrow. What? No! Wait, do you have to leave the convention like the moment you check out of the hotel? Or are you talking about like how, you know, you still have like another day of the convention? By the way, pretty funny that you're going to a convention too. Dude, speaking of which, I didn't really get a chance to mention it, but you said that you met Johnny Young Bosch. Dude, he was at the convention I went to last week as well, Power Morphicon. Which makes sense because he is a Power Ranger. Are you okay? Oh, no, yeah, I'm okay, bro. Moment. Thank you so much for checking in on me. I appreciate it. Hope you're... Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, because most people here are just ignoring the fact that I have a deadly illness, and instead they would rather talk about devil emojis. Thank you, bro. Moment. I gotta say... That's not a bro moment. That's a wholesome moment right there. Thank you. I appreciate you. May God smile upon you. Both saw him at a bathroom and asked him a question. Wait, what? You asked him a question in the bathroom, or are you talking about at the panel? I hope to God it was at the panel because I do not want to know what kind of question you would ask him while he's in the bathroom. Please don't die. Don't worry, I won't. I will live on for you. I may want to die, but I will continue living for your sake. Okay, thank God. Woohoo! Oh. Although that would have been a really funny story. You could have just... You didn't even have to ask him like how big his wee-wee is in the bathroom. You could have just been like, hey, I don't really feel like going to the panel. I got things to do. I got to go check out Igus's Reload voice actor, and... I'm not a big fan of Bleach, so how are you doing? I don't know. I don't know what kind of question you would ask him. Godspeed, you Black Emperor. Hey, I get that reference, dude. That brings back a lot of weird memories. Big fan, but you're definitely not that guy. But I had this friend. I don't know if I'm gonna use friend with quotes because he kind of hated my guts, but I think he did so in an ironic manner. He was that kind of guy. He was like a hipster dude who, you know, he wore like a lot of black. He was very pale, very pasty. He had dark hair. You know, he had a very low voice. He kind of talked like this, or not like that. That sounds more like Duke Nukem, but he's like, yeah, whatever. Fuck you, Wolf 297, lol. And he always wore this black shirt that had it was a Godspeed you Black Emperor shirt. I don't remember what was on it. I think it was like a exclamation point or something. I don't really know too much about the band. I just know that they're a band and they're more of an indie band than anything. Wore a lot of black, pale, low voice. Yeah, that's what he looked like. What are you trying to imply, that it's me or something? I wanted to pull a bird and say a cringy one-liner to Joker himself. You should have. You may have one more chance. You better do it. But yeah, my friend, quote unquote, really liked Godspeed You Black Emperor, and I don't know. There's really not much of a story that I could go off of other than that, like, you know, he liked it and that's it. Because I don't know. I don't really have that much outside of that. But yeah, thank you for reminding me about that guy, question mark, how much he hated me. How much he, quote unquote, hated my guts, even though you know, like how some people like hate you in a friend group or something. You know, like how they give you a hard time or something, and they're just like, you're stupid, lol, haha, you're an idiot. This guy right here, am I right? This guy. It was kind of like something like that. It was a bit more harsh than like how my other friends were, like that would do that with me occasionally. But yeah. Anyways, enough about that. Free content, free story out of it, I guess. Sort of kind of a free story. It was more of like a nothing burger than anything like story related. I was kind of hoping I'd try and like bring something out from there, but I guess I couldn't really pull too much from the Wolf 397 lore. Hey, Saber-san, how are you doing? Saber-san, there we go. My bad. I guess I really am not that Japanesey. Sorry, everybody, I let you all down. I'm not actually really Japanese. Greetings, person. He's got a name. You got something out of it? I hope it wasn't anything weird, okay? Hope it wasn't anything cringy or gross or perverted. I know you. And I know me. Persona man. Yeah, but I don't think Kazo was talking to me. But if you think about it, I guess that could kind of work sort of in like some kind of way. I'm clean AF. Yeah, sure. I'm sure. I thought I was clean AF, but look at me. I was looking at terrible 240p German porn on my PlayStation Portable. If I could have done it, this squeaky clean individual right here, Wolf397, if he could have done it, then you could have done it. And I'm pretty sure, like, I'm 99% sure you are a naughty person. I don't have anything crazy going on with some man. They pulled a Habbo Hotel on me. Wait, are you talking about when they closed the pool on you? Sometimes you got to get washed in order to get clean. We all do need to get washed every now and then. Although some people, they just like to stay dirty. They don't want anything to do with getting clean. They just want that filth to cover them. They don't want to wash it away. What they want to do is they want to spread that filth to other people. Get everyone else dirty. Bring them down to their level. So that way, they don't have to feel dirty. 'Cause it's the norm. It's the new norm. Got hacked? That's what they all say. Sorry about that. I don't know where I was going. I decided to bring out the scary voice. Scary stories to tell in the park. Story 1. I fell off a slide and broke my arm. Ow, that hurts. Holy crap, we have been going for... Saw the guy with the afro on the site. What the heck are you talking? That didn't actually happen, did it? There was no person that was like cosplaying as the Habbo Hotel Pools Closed guy. Was there? He's so dirty, right? God, that's... You... I don't know if you're trying to intentionally make it sound like dirty and stuff, but like... Fandom user. I don't know. Just whatever you say, just like comes out dirty. I don't know. You might want to get that checked out or something. You'd be shocked. I guess you're right. I mean, wasn't there like a guy who dressed up as like Hitler for AX or something? I remember like looking into that when I was studying for Anime Expo last year, and I think I remember coming across like a picture where a dude like went as like Hitler, or was it like a furry Hitler or something? It was crazy. Something like message retracted. Huh. Dang it. Did anyone catch that message? Oh well, whatever. I saw a couple of racist figures at the con. Ooh. Wait. Were they like really prevalent? Because if so, like, dang, that's kind of crazy that the con would just let that slide, right? Like, I don't know anything about, like, besides the picture of the guy wearing like a Hitler cosplay to AX, but like, I would assume that the conventions would crack down on that and like take it out, right? Because, like, of course, that's like really offensive. They shouldn't let that just slide, right? Because that's going to set a horrible precedent for all the other attendees and stuff. Like cosplays. Oh, even worse too. Because if it was like just like a sticker or something, that'd be okay. Because, you know, it's not going to be all over. But like these are like people just walking around. I think it's safe to assume that's a big no-no. Yeah, I don't really go to cons. Is that more just like you don't really enjoy cons, or you just don't really have the chance to go to cons, or like anything like that? When I didn't really go to conventions, I always just assumed that I wouldn't like them, but I actually do like conventions a lot. And while I will say I'll go back to Power Morphicon, while I'm not a big fan of Power Rangers, my friend and their friend group that they so graciously invited me to go. While I may not enjoy Power Rangers, just the idea of being at a convention, just the feeling is really nice. Like, you know, I kind of enjoy that a lot. And I think I mainly like started enjoying conventions when I went to AX last year. Like, of course, that was one of my very first conventions. And while it's not the first, it was my first big one. And that's definitely an insane like convention to start out with. Especially like, have you guys seen how crazily like busy AX could get? It's absurd. I saw so many Power Rangers, like OG2. Yeah, Johnny Young Bosch, of course. He was one of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is so crazy to think about. It's insane. Like, okay, so I had this revelation recently when I went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. Not a big, I'll just give my quick thoughts about it. I thought it was okay. I'm not a big Marvel guy. It was funny. I did not really know what was going on for the most part. I had to have my friend that I went with clue me in a little, like every now and then, so I could be like, oh, okay, I get it. But it's crazy to think about, like, dude, Ryan Reynolds is like 47 years old. He's nearly like 50 or something. Johnny Young Bosch, I think, is in the same boat. These guys are like so, I don't want to say old, but they're like almost more than half my age. But man, it's just like, wow, if they're able to like do all this stuff, even though they're like, you know, gonna be hitting their 50s like in a few years, like, man, just imagine what we're capable of. Hey, Toaster Fricker, you done goofed? I done goofed too. Bad. No, wait, you don't mean that you got COVID too, right? Oh God, I hope not. I really hope not. They're vampires. They might be. They look really, really young. Like, sure, it could be the Botox. Sure, it could be the what's the new thing? Ozempic or something? I don't know. I heard about it on like Twitter and stuff. A lady behind me laughed every time they saw it and made the movie. Oh God. Yeah, I got very lucky that like the theater experience for that movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, was thankfully. I was afraid. I was scared because almost every single time I go to like a comic book movie, it's always people going like, yeah, let's freaking go. Whoa. Oh my God, it's fucking happened. Ah! Stuff like that. And that may be on me just going like near like its release, like a week or two after. But oh my God, I know I might sound like a like a boring person if I'm not like really one to enjoy that or do that. But it's just like, man, I just want to watch the movie. I spent like $15 to watch this movie. Do you really think that I want to enjoy, like, I will enjoy having some dude with like a 5-gallon bucket of popcorn yelling into my ear about how he saw something that he recognizes and he clapped? Like, no, I go to the movie theater so that way I could watch a movie and then get out. And that's it. Sonic fans will be, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god, speaking sorry, I'm just on like tangent central, but then again, what else is new? I didn't even get a chance to talk more about like the actors and stuff, but it's okay, it's fine. I was just gonna like, elaborate a little bit further. But I was watching some footage because a friend of mine they posted something on Instagram. It's like how you could like leave notes and stuff. They put a song for their note, and it was like Escape from the City from Sonic Adventure 2. And I was like, dude, that song's epic. This song makes me want to, snowboard down the streets of San Francisco on a piece of helicopter. And he's like, lol, I should, do a Sonic karaoke party or something. I'm like, yeah. And maybe I could bring over Rock Band 3 or whatever with like custom songs from Sonic. He was like, yeah. And that got me wanting to like watch oh yeah, by the way, Sonic 3 trailer released this week. Pretty epic. But that got me watching some footage from the Sonic Symphony concerts. And holy shit. Dude, Live and Learn goes so hard when you're in a room with an entire symphonic orchestra, a band, the composer for Sonic and Crush 40, with a ton of Sonic fans just screaming their lungs out. It's beautiful. I honestly started, like, I'm not a big Sonic fan. Like, I do enjoy playing like some Sonic games, like mainly the older ones, like Sonic 1, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, stuff like that. I do have a fondness for Adventure and Adventure 2, but it's been like 9,000 years since I played them, so I don't know if they hold up that well for me personally. But I do have a fondness for Sonic. Later, Kazo. Yeah, you have a good one. Okay, bye. I don't know if there's going to be a stream tomorrow. I don't really stream that often. It's more of a rare occurrence or like whatever. Because I think the last time I did was last month. I don't even know. I don't remember. But you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Your ADHD matches my tangents for life. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I've only played Unleashed, which I heard is one of the better like recent Sonic games. That's what I heard. I don't know. I remember when it first released and everyone hated it. I don't know if it's like the Zelda syndrome where like as the games get older, more people start to appreciate it. But man, I would love to go to like a Sonic Symphony concert. That would be fun. I know I have a couple of friends that are going this upcoming month in September, but well, it's going to be in LA, and I don't live in LA. I live like an hour and a half or something like outside of LA. It would be great to go. I'm pretty sure they'd invite me, but like I don't have a way to get there. I don't have a car, so I can't, like, I could walk, I could take a bus, but those are not, like, walking is definitely something I could trust. Like, I could definitely trust my feet to take me somewhere, but I gotta plan like a couple days in advance if I want to walk to LA. I'm still sad I couldn't go to the FF7 Rebirth concert. They had a concert? Oh shoot. Friend or two did go. Oh, I hope they didn't like rub it in your face and stuff. They're just like, hey, took a selfie. I'm at the Rebirth concert. Lol. Wish you could be here. Haha. Lol. Laughing, crying emoji face. You got thumbs. Hitchhike. I could hitchhike, but has anyone ever? Okay. This is not a joke question. I'm genuinely curious if anyone has ever hitchhiked here. Has anyone ever done it? And if so, like, how did it go? Kidnapped. Exactly. That's why I would never hitchhike. Like, I could never trust, like, the kindness of a stranger. Like, I don't know if it's actual genuine kindness or if they're wanting to get me into their white van and like just like slit my throat or something and throw me off of a cliff. Like, I wouldn't know. It's impossible to know. And it happens a lot. Maybe not like getting killed, but, you know, other bad things happening to them. When I was 8 to find my dog, thankfully good people picked me. Oh, that's very sweet of them. Especially when you're that young, because you're even more vulnerable. Like, sure, you're vulnerable when you're stuck inside of someone's car, but like when you're 8, you just don't have the strength to be able to fight off, like, I'm assuming, an adult individual or individuals. It was weird, but we were going to the same place, so I just gave the guy $10. Oh, nice. Wait, how long was the drive? Like, because that's also another thing. Like, if you don't get horrifically murdered by the person that is, like, you know, picking you up, like, what's that drive like? Like, imagine sitting in a car for like 3 hours. Like, of course, you know, when you get in the car and then they ask you your story and they're just like, so how'd you end up on the side of the road with me picking you up? You're like, you know, I don't have a car. I'm trying to go to the Sonic Symphony concert. I wouldn't say that. I'd say something way cooler. Sonic Symphony concert is awesome, but I'm definitely not going to tell a person that I'm like having picked me up like as a hitchhiker. I'm not going to tell them that I'm going to a freaking Sonic the Hedgehog concert. I'll say I'm going to a Coachella, which just so happens to be at the Dolby Theater this year for some reason. But like after the pleasantries, like how does it go from there? Like, because, you know, you kind of have to have like that same vibe, right? Or they have to have like a good vibe, because if not, then you're going to kind of have like a bit of an awkward like hour-and-a-half drive or something, maybe even longer, right? I would 100% tell someone I'm going to a concert for Sonic. Good for you. I don't know if I'd want to tell anyone that. Especially, okay, depending on how they look, I'll feel them out, not literally. I'll feel out the room, and I'll see if they're cool enough for me to tell them I'm going to a Sonic concert. If it's like a 63-year-old guy with like a pot belly and like a trucker hat and like those funny little, you know, like how cartoon characters have those like lines on their arms to show they have like arm hair when they're like 50 years old or something. If they look like that, I don't know if I want to tell them I'm going to a Sonic concert, because that'll probably just make like the 3 hours or something I gotta like hitchhike a living hell. But if it's like someone who I think is cool, aside from small talk, it was pleasant. That's good. I'm glad that you had a very positive experience with that, because honestly, you know, I just got to say, you're really brave for doing that. Like, I personally would just probably bite the bullet and just keep walking without hitchhiking at all. I'll just, you know, just do that instead. But yeah, you're really brave. I can never do such a thing. And I'm really glad that it went well for you. I would rather die than do that, especially, yes, that, of course, that's where things get a little tricky, because, like, if you're a person from a demographic that is, you know, how should I say, the minority, I guess. I'm not saying women are minorities, but, like, you know, where they have to deal with enough in the world, like, that's when things can get a little scary, a little slippery. I was also a stupid freaking, I can't read it. What does it say? The stupid heart will get out of the way. Stupid 15. Oh, okay. But yeah, I guess I gotta say, because I look like a twink. Sorry, I didn't mean for there to be that much silence, but like, I look like a twink. If someone wanted to take advantage of me, I'm not that strong. They probably could definitely take advantage of me, and they probably would. You are not a twink? Are you sure about that? When I asked that on my Instagram, which, by the way, I post a hell of a lot on my Instagram stories because YouTube had to get rid of the YouTube stories, so that's where I do all that stuff now. My Instagram is wolf397. Right here. Oops, there's no W there. Let me fix that. So if you want to do that, I'm there. I post almost every day, especially now that I'm dying. So I got nothing better to do except for sharing my COVID adventure, I guess. It's peak. You say, even though you're saying Instagram is wrong, Instagram is not wrong. I've been told, man. I was even told, I wasn't directly told, but one of my friends told me when I was at like a party or something that one of the party goers that was there that I met earlier, I guess they said that I have twink energy. So that's someone that met me in person. So their word means even more than I trusted Instagram enough, but if I have like IRL evidence right there, that's definitely going to trump all. But I'm right. You're not right. I don't think you've ever been right. You are just a guy. I'm not just, that's so insulting. I am not just a guy. I'm more than a guy. Wolf is a bottom. That might be true. But I'm not just a guy. You're just a guy. Or girl. You're just a girl. Sorry, that's the No Doubt song. You're mean. You're mean. Okay, maybe I'm not a twink, but I'm easily able to be taken advantage of. Not mentally, but I'm pretty sure physically. So I'm in a bad position. Probably missionary position. Oh, this is getting out of hand. We've been going for nearly an hour. Okay, we're at 56 minutes of streaming already. I'm going to end it in... Screw it. I'm going to just end it right now. If there's... You're a what? I'm a wizard. Chemical feels. That is what I am. And with that, I'm going to start wrapping up the stream. If you have anything else you want to talk to before good old Wolf397 fucks off into eternity, please speak now or forever hold your peace. Oh, God. I won't lie. I think this is probably the most I've ever talked in the past 3 days. Mr. Frog. That is not what Mr. Frog sounds. He sounds more like this. Hello. That sounds more like someone trying to do like a horrible Shaun of the Dead impression. Hello. Hello, mate. Hello. You got red on you. I'm Mr. Frog. This is my show. I eat the bug. Yum. I ate the bug. This is the end. I love you. Oh, this is literally the end. Wow. Maybe one day we'll meet again. Maybe one day. Maybe someday. But yeah, if you guys do like this shenaniganery, like I said, I'm on Instagram. I'll post it once again because I'm too lazy to scroll up and pin the name. But if you like what I do, if you like the random stuff that I talk about, if you like seeing me and my dumb face, well, there's that. We get better seriously. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I am going to go do some voice work. I hope this stream helped as a, I guess, an exercise to get my voice back to where it needs to be. Because like I said, I rarely talked for the past 3 days because I don't have anyone else to talk to. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Thinking about getting Instagram soon, so I'll check you out there. Oh, you're going to check me out there? Ayo, someone's... Damn. Peace out. Hope you feel better. Thank you so much, Bro Moment. All right, and I will see you guys later. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one. I don't know when I'm going to stream again, but hopefully soon. We'll see. All right. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. How do I stop the stream? OBS is weird now. It like auto-started live streaming. I guess I could just do that. Bye.